welcome back to my channel, and today's look was inspired by my favorite YouTuber, Briana Marie, and some of the shades are a little different, but I got the inspiration from her, so yeah, we just go along with that. But don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and if you'd like to see how I got this look, keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so as usual, I start out priming my eyes with LA Girls Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn, and I will be using my finger to blend that out. Now taking my beauty blender with my Mary Kay setting or mineral foundation powder in the shade Bronze 2 to set that concealer, and using a powder brush from BH Cosmetics to wipe or brush away that excess powder. Now going in with my strobing and highlight palette from Absolute New York, I am taking that gold highlighter shade to highlight my brow bones. Now, as usual, y'all know I gotta go on my Morphe palette, and I am taking the shade Tan, and I will be applying that as a transition shade just to allow the shades or different shades of blue to blend out better, as we are dark skinned, so it won't be as smooth as it would have been on a Caucasian person or lighter tone person. So I'm taking that on the G13, I think, brush. That was the transition shade. So now I am taking I don't know what brush this is. The name wiped off of this brush, so I'm not sure of the brush, but I'm taking the lightest shade in the BH Cosmetics 120 palette. It's a lighter shade of blue in that palette, and I am applying that all over the crease and a little above my crease, as we will be creating a new crease, as I do have hooded eyes, and I am also applying that to my outer V. Now going in with the darker blue shade, or like a royal blue, above that light blue shade in the palette. They don't have names, so I am trying my best to explain that. Now going in with a Morphe brush, it's like a precise brush. I'll list everything in the description box, as I'm not 100% sure of the names of the brushes that I am using. Now going in with the navy blue in that same BH Cosmetics palette, and I am putting that mostly on my outer V and just blending it in to my crease area. Now taking a blending brush from BH Cosmetics, I am using that to blend out or blend together all those shadows, so we have a seamless transition and no harsh edges. Now taking my NYX eyeshadow base in white, I will be using that to cut my crease, and going in with a Sephora concealer brush just to apply that base. You want to take your time when you are cutting your crease, as one little mistake and you'll mess the whole cut crease up. You want to start off with a little product. You don't want to put too much on at once, as it will cause a harder, well, it will be harder to blend it out, and when you pack on all that base at once, you won't get like a clean line. So you see me going back with that base just to make it brighter. Now taking my finger to blend out the edges of that eyeshadow base to remove that harsh line. Now taking the white, there's 2 whites in that palette. Either one will work, and I'm using that to set or just use that as another white base for the shimmer shadow that I am about to apply. Now I am going in with this little palette from Mary Kay. It is a Mary Kay at Play palette. I don't remember the name of this, but everything will be listed in the description bar. And I'm just packing that on just to get a brighter white. It's a shimmer and white color, so it will make the look pop even more. So I'm just packing that on. Now to blend out the edges of that white, I am taking the first blue shade that I applied and just using that to blend out the edges. Now taking the second blue shade that I use to apply or create more depth, if that's the word. Now going back in with that blending brush from BH Cosmetics to blend all that shadow together, or all the shadows together. I am just applying a little more of that white shade from Mary Kay as a blue kind of took away from it. I applied my lashes and liner off camera. Now I'm just taking a wet hand towel just to wipe off that excess or the shadow fallout. Now going in with Mary Kay's Mineral Liquid Foundation in the shade Bronze 4, and I'm taking a Real Techniques buffing brush to apply that. This foundation is not like a full coverage foundation, so in order for me to get that full coverage, I had to pack that foundation on. They do have a full coverage foundation, but I do not have that one, so I use the one that I have. You don't want to wipe the foundation, you want to pat it into the skin so it goes into your skin or blend into your skin. Now going back in with LA Girls Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn, and I am applying that to my highlighted areas, my under eyes, my cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. Now taking a flat foundation brush from Sephora to blend out that concealer. Now going back in with that buffing brush from Real Techniques just to blend out the edges of the concealer. Now I am using my banana powder to set my highlighted areas, and I am using a dry beauty blender to apply that powder. We are going to leave that powder on for a few minutes just to bake. Yes, we're gonna bake our faces, okay? Now going back in with that strobing and highlight palette. I don't even know if that's the correct name for it, but yeah. And before that, I am setting the rest of my face with my Mary Kay Mineral Foundation Powder in the shade Bronze 2. I'm just setting the other areas of my face that I did not set with that midnight banana powder, and I am also dusting away the midnight banana powder from my chin, my cupid's bow, my forehead. Now taking the darkest contour shade in the Absolute New York Highlight and Contour palette to contour my cheekbones, my jaw. Is that what it's called? Under my chin, sorry. And my forehead and my nose. And I am using what's the name of this brush? These are old brushes from Real Techniques. I will list them in the description box. Now taking a BH Cosmetics contour brush a smaller one to blend out that nose contour, and going in with the flat top contour brush from BH Cosmetics to blend out the rest of my contour. Now we're gonna blend everything together and dust away all that excess banana powder left on my face. Now taking a blush, I think this is in Watermelon from Mary Kay. It's a highlight and blush duo from Mary Kay. And I'm just using the blush from that palette. Not a lot, just a little bit. As I do not wear blush, so I'm just taking a little. Now going back in with that highlight and contour palette from Absolute New York, and I am taking the golden highlighter shade to highlight my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my forehead, and my chin. Like, I was going for a glowy look, y'all, so I packed that highlighter on. Now I'm going to blend everything together to ensure there are no harsh lines. Now using that white eyeshadow base, I am taking that on my waterline just to make the colors that I will be applying pop, or more vibrant rather. I'm taking a detail brush from Real Techniques. I'm not even sure if that's the name, but like I said, all brushes and products used will be listed in the description box below. And I'm taking the lightest blue that I used on my lids, and I am applying that to my inner corner of my waterline. Then I am taking that royal blue shade above the light blue, and I am putting that on the outer corners of my waterline. I applied mascara off camera to my lower lashes, and now I am using a lip liner in the shade Wild Cherry from NYX, and I'm using that to line my lips. Now taking this nude lips, it's a lip cream I think from Wet n Wild, and applying that to my lips, and I'm blending that all together. Now it's time to set the face, and we are all done. And I am using NYX matte finishing spray. Yeah, So that is it for this video, you guys. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.